Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tommy Trials. Thomas here. So you may be thinking, didn't I see this video a few days ago? And you'd be correct. It's been down for a couple of days. I made a grave error and one that I wanted to rectify, and I was unable at the time, because of one thing or another, to fully rectify it, so I just removed the video until I could. So I'm recording this bit after what you're going to watch has been recorded. So if that makes sense to you, this is being recorded about 3 days after what you're going to watch. So a little bit of Inception crazy crap going on here. But these models, I forgot to mention where the models came from. I actually failed to ask entirely. So for the rest of the video, once the original video plays out, I won't mention this again, and that's my fault. But these models were created by the Warhammer 40K Regicide art team, as well as an individual by the name of Joazzz, Joazzz. And he was kind enough, and he did a metric crap ton of work on these models. Without him, these models wouldn't probably exist and wouldn't be able to be used. So a lot of thanks and a lot of credit is owed to a one Mr. Joazzz. So I wanted to mention that. It was my bad for not mentioning it to begin with. On top of that, a couple extra questions to answer before the original Q&A starts. Will this be coming out for War of the Chosen or Vanilla XCOM? This will be coming out for War of the Chosen only, at least for now. Moving on, in this video, I will show DimDim's response, which essentially says only Space Marines are planned at this time. That includes apothecaries, librarians, sisters of battle, I believe, as well as chaplains. And I want to say one other. I'll show his comment up on the screen to let you know what he said there. And then, of course, please check out the description as well as the comment section to find the DeviantArt page of Joazzz, as well as another link that I was given to share. And I apologize again to Joazzz specifically for failing to mention you in the original video, but hopefully we've got that rectified now, and I won't make that mistake again. The showcase is going to be re-recorded. I made a few errors in there, and so I'm just going to completely re-record it. I'm going to shorten it while still showing off everything that I showed off before. So with that out of the way, please enjoy the original Q&A. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tommy Trials. Thomas here. So what we've got for you today is a couple of things. They're both going to be recorded around the same time. One may come out a day after the I don't know in which order I'm going to release them yet. But I did kind of a mini Q&A using your guys' questions with the mod creator, who I need to finally give credit where credit is due, because I did not make this mod. I haven't done anything with the mod.
I can see the allure of the
You shush. Hang on. Hang on. Don't mind me. We need to shut him up. There we go. Ta-da. I've not done anything with the mod at all, although technically, I guess, if we want to stretch my involvement, we can say I tested it, which isn't exactly true either. I don't really test it, I just get it and use it, and then every once in a while I find a bug. Nonetheless, the mod creator is DimDim. He made other mods that I've shown off on the channel. He made the or is the main person behind, I guess I should say, because I know sometimes other people help him out some, but he made the clone weapons mods. He made the Phase 1 clone helmet mod. Those are the two big ones, but he's made other ones as well. You can look up all of the mods that he's done over on Steam Workshop. But that out of the way, he's made these, and he has put a lot of time and a lot of effort. This is the third version of the mod that I'm using. Everything that you see is a work in progress. I can't guarantee that everything you see will be in when the mod releases. I can't tell you what will, what won't, yada yada. But I did a tiny little Q&A using some of the questions that you guys put in the teaser. So some of the questions that you guys asked in the teaser, I sent those over to DimDim and got some answers. So that's all we're going to cover in this video. I'm going to show off a couple of little things as we go. But the first question came from Ottercat, and he said, will there be a class mod to go along with this? Because that would be amazing! Put that in caps. And the response to that is not, there's not going to be any class mod at this time. He didn't say it wouldn't be, so you can read into that what you want. His official quote is no class mod at this time. So he didn't rule it out. It wasn't a hard no, so that's always cool. So anyone hoping for a class mod not being worked on currently, may not even be done by DimDim, but it could be done by somebody else. There's a lot of talented people out there who could see this, big fans of Warhammer 40K, and churn out a class mod, so I wouldn't rule it out. Moving on. The second question came from, well, I'm going to butcher this, but Omkara Official. His comment said, okay, just out of curiosity though, is this just a skin for XCOM soldiers, or did you actually reskin every model, including enemies, to fit the W40K universe? The easiest maybe is to make Tau, I don't know what that is, but we'll continue, out of the aliens. But that being said, are you also perhaps suggesting storyline, or am I expecting way too much from this mod? I responded to that. I don't remember what I responded with, but his response, the official quote that I'll read for you, is the purpose of this mod at this stage is to add armor with their own stats and abilities. So pretty cool. All I'm showing off is what they're gonna look like. And don't mind the clipping. Like I said, everything's a work in progress, and this is not, just as an FYI, this is not the bolter that DimDim is working on. This is the bolter you can get your hands on right now for vanilla XCOM, actually. So he's actually making his own bolter. That's just a side note. So his official response, again, is the purpose of this mod at the stage is to add armor with their own stats and abilities. Really, really cool. I know that he's working a lot with the coding. He's working with other modders. It's really cool what he's planning and what he's pulled off so far, and I'm super excited to see what he does next. The next question came from BladeSpawn710. It said, would you also be able to make Tau, T-A-U, stuff too, please? Question mark. End quote. The only thing that he has planned at this time is Space Marines. The official answer that I got for that one is only Space Marines are planned at this time. So that's the official response. So right now he's only working on the Space Marines. My knowledge of Warhammer 40K is sketchy at best, and that's only because people on Discord have given me the absolute basics for what's going on. But whatever the Tau is, currently not a plan. But again, it wasn't a hard no, and I love not hard no's. It always leaves the door open for the future. Somebody asked, and it would be coming from a one Giglets, G-I-G-E-L, or G-I-G-L-E-T-E-S, Vaza. Said, please, 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 in caps, do Iron Hands. To which DimDim responded again. Or did he respond to that? He did. Okay, I'm sorry. Little gap there. So somebody said, please, please, please do Iron Hands. His official response was, the armors are color custom. That's not all in there. He didn't stutter in his typing. He said the armors are color customizable, and we are working to get chapter emblems. So for you Iron Hands people, and I know somebody said like Weeping Angels or Blood Angels or something. Weeping Angels I think is Doctor Who, but Blood Angels, something Angels, I think is another chapter. I know he's working on getting the chapter emblems, so hopefully that answers your question where that's concerned. Again, my knowledge of Warhammer 40K is iffy, but that's a Reaper. Moving on, the very last question that we got came from LC Waves at Ya, and it said, as long as there's options for guardsmen and scouts, that'd be okay. It wasn't really a question, but I sent it to him as if it was. And he said, scouts are in progress, but no guardsmen at this time. So I have seen, I think, scouts. I actually don't know if I've seen scouts or not. I saw something that looked just a little bit different from the Space Marines, and so I know that they look pretty good. I think that if you want a bar of quality to look at the Phase 1. I mean, look at the two bigger mods that he's released, which is the clone weapons and the Phase 1 helmets. I mean, both very, very well done and pretty cool. I know right now he's not working on anything Star Wars related, so if you are a Star Wars mod fan, for now, the modders that were doing big things for Star Wars, they're mostly done, although there's really, when it comes to clone armors, I don't know if anything else that there was that I ever heard asked for or wanted that hadn't already been released. So, pretty cool stuff there. Those were the big questions. Everyone else was just really excited in the comments as of the time that I'm making this video. But those were the big questions that were asked. Now we've got big answers to the big questions. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want more information, including a showcase, which might have come out before this, I don't know yet. But as long as you're interested in stuff like this, then we'll definitively keep making videos about it. Just doing in the background, I've just shown off a few of the options. We're going to do a showcase that's going to show off a lot of the different options, some of the cool coding things they've pulled off, which gives even more customization options. All of that's coming up, so hopefully if you enjoyed it, please like the video, and then subscribe, help us get to 1,000. That'd be really, really, really awesome if we could hit 1,000. But with that, I can talk, I promise. With all of that out of the way, you guys know what to do. Jake Hardy.
They are my bulwark against the terror. They are the defenders of humanity. They are my Space Marines.